I've been offline for a few days. I just needed to process my thoughts and my emotions after Tuesday's results came in. And this morning I woke up and I just decided I can't hold it in anymore. I am so ashamed of this country. I'm shocked. I'm devastated. I'm saddened. I'm angry. I'm confused. I'm terrified. Anyone who's not a straight white male in this country now has to live in fear every day under fascist rule. And it's all because of those very same straight white males that this is happening at all. Over 63% of white men voted for Donald Trump, and 0 minority groups favored him. 0. Congratulations, white men. You've once again silenced those who face systemic racism every day, and instead elected someone who the KKK endorsed. Just let that sink in for a second. The KKK endorsed this man, and yet you voted for him. What does that say about you? A KKK endorsement should be immediately disqualifying for anyone who's running for public office. We cannot give that group any power whatsoever to decide who does or doesn't get elected in this country. I am personally terrified for the millions of LGBTQ people in this country who now have to go to bed worrying that the next day they might have to face electroshock therapy to change their sexuality. I'm terrified for all women who now must face the reality that a confessed serial sexual predator is now their president. They have to worry now that they might not even have protection under the law if they're sexually assaulted. And I'm terrified for all minorities and peoples of color who must now live in total fear, knowing that half of the country are still bigoted racists. Yet, we will move forward. We will be twice as active as before. When we see oppression, we will call it out twice as loud as before. Then when you try to silence us for calling out your racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, and white supremacist behavior, then we will come back 3 times harder than ever before. We aren't living in the 1950s anymore, regardless of what Trump wants you to believe. It's 2016, and it's time for our voice, the inclusive voice, the popular voice, the voice of the American people, to be heard louder than ever before.